Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My dear brothers and sisters, imagine this ordinary afternoon in Ramzan. The sun hangs heavy, iftar still hours away. Your throat is dry, your head light from the long fast. Traffic crawls forward like a tired river. Suddenly, a car swerves in front of you without signal. Horns blare. Your pulse quickens. A sharp remark rises, perhaps just, "Watch where you're going." And you let it fly. The light turns green, you drive on, but the peace you held all morning feels cracked, almost lost. Or maybe it unfolds at home. Your wife mentions the soup needs more salt. Your grown son leaves his plate on the table again. A relative calls with yet another small request. One flash of irritation, one raised tone, one cutting sentence. The day that began with sincere intention now carries a shadow. Hunger did not break your fast. Anger may have broken its reward. We have all heard and perhaps spoken the familiar excuse after so many years of fasting: "I'm cranky because I'm fasting." We say it lightly, as if an empty stomach naturally justifies a short temper or a sharp tongue. But fasting was never meant to make us irritable. It was meant to discipline the ego, to teach the soul how to remain calm when every instinct pulls toward complaint. If the discomfort of hunger and thirst turns us into someone quicker to anger, then we have missed the deeper purpose. This month is training, not an alibi for bad behavior. The divine objective is clear and unchanging. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183, Allah tells us that fasting is prescribed so we may attain taqwa. When someone speaks carelessly or acts thoughtlessly, that is when taqwa either holds firm or crumbles. If hunger and thirst increase our anger instead of revealing our patience, the training this fast offers remains unfinished. The real test is not enduring an empty stomach, it is enduring a provoking word with grace. Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, gave us the perfect shield for these exact moments. When someone angers you while you fast, he instructed, say simply, "I am fasting." Three quiet words that carry the weight of wisdom. Notice what is absent. No justification, no counter-attack, no permission to repay hurt with hurt. The instruction is clear: restrain, do not retaliate. Islam never denies that anger arises. It regulates it. It places a deliberate pause between feeling and acting, especially in this sacred month when every small victory over the self multiplies in reward. Fasting is described as a shield, a powerful image that deserves our reflection. A shield does not hang idly. It stands between you and harm. Hour by hour, the fast builds that protection around your soul, guarding it from spiritual damage. But anger punctures the shield. One outburst, one sarcastic reply, one moment when temper wins and the protection weakens. The fast remains valid in the legal sense: you broke no rule of food or drink. Yet spiritually, the barakah begins to leak. What was accumulating as light and mercy becomes fragile because we ourselves drop the guard in a flash of emotion. There is a simple human layer here too. When blood sugar falls, irritability often rises. Fatigue dulls our ability to pause and choose. The nafs resists every restriction, whispering that we deserve relief, that we have earned the right to snap. Yet fasting exists to do the opposite, to build self-control in the very face of discomfort. The hunger is not the problem. Letting it become an excuse for uncontrolled words or actions is. This month strengthens the soul by teaching mastery over the body, not surrender to its complaints. Let us be clear on a vital point. Feeling anger is not sinful. Even the prophets felt it. What matters is what we do next. The sin enters when we allow the emotion to control our tongue or our hands. Islam gives us a gentle, practical path. Pause before speaking. Choose silence when words would wound. Renew wudu to cool the inner fire. Sit if you are standing. Walk away if the space feels tight. These are not retreats. They are victories. They are acts of worship disguised as restraint. The hidden test comes at home. In the mosque or the market, we hold composure easily. Eyes are on us. But behind closed doors, when the audience shrinks to family alone, the truest self emerges. A harsh tone to a spouse who has labored all day, impatience with an elderly parent who forgets, frustration with children who do not yet understand fasting's weight. Ramzan reveals character most honestly in living rooms and kitchens, not in prayer lines. True character shows when no one applauds, when only Allah sees. One outburst carries a heavy cost, harsh words that linger in hearts long after sunset, broken feelings that take days to mend, regret that settles like a stone in the chest, and most quietly painful, lost reward. The spiritual minute built to hours of patience can scatter in seconds of temper. The fast continues outwardly, but inwardly the vessel cracks, and what was pure begins to drain. So often anger protects the ego rather than the truth. I deserve respect. No one should speak to me that way. I have been patient long enough. Pride pours fuel on the fire. Yet Ramzan exists to weaken pride, not defend it. Every hunger pang reminds us we are servants. Every restrained reply humbles the self. When we explode, we are not guarding honor, we are guarding the very ego. This month came to subdue. Though shaitan is chained in Ramzan, the nafs stays fully awake. Anger exposes our deepest internal weaknesses. With external whispers silenced, the struggle turns inward, honest, personal, and for that reason, profoundly powerful. If we face it with courage, real change becomes possible. Watch for the signs that anger is undermining your fast. A shorter fuse as the day wears on. Sarcasm slipping out more easily. Blaming hunger for words you know were wrong. No growing patience despite the passing days. These are quiet signals, not condemnations. They invite a gentle self-audit in the stillness before sleep. Our Prophet, peace be upon him, redefined true strength forever. The strong one is not the one who overpowers others, but the one who controls himself when angry. Real power is internal. It belongs to the person who feels the surge of rage, yet chooses silence. To the elder who has lived long enough to know that winning an argument costs more than it gains. To the one who understands that restraint is the highest form of strength. Every suppressed outburst becomes reward. Every withheld insult becomes elevation. Every moment you pause, instead of lash out, becomes worship. Reframe emotional control as ibadah, living devotion that Allah sees and records. Protect your fast with these practical steps rooted in daily reality. Lower expectations during fasting hours, people will forget. Situations will frustrate. Accept it ahead of time. Avoid unnecessary arguments when patience is thin. Turn to dhikr the instant irritation rises. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Whispered softly can calm faster than any reply. Care for sleep and hydration after iftar so tomorrow does not compound today's strain. If you slip, and slips happen, repair quickly, apologize with sincerity. Make dua for the one you hurt. Seek Allah's forgiveness before the night ends. Small, consistent actions build lasting change. Perhaps this is Ramzan's greatest gift to you, highlighting that your deepest challenge is not physical appetite, but inner temperament. The month does not come to shame us, it comes to polish us. Anger is the rust that appears under heat. Fasting is the gentle abrasion that removes it, if we let the process do its work. So let us ask the quiet final question. Who is truly fasting? Your body alone or your character? When Eid arrives, will those who live with you say, this month made you gentler, more patient, easier to love? Or will they remember shorter answers, heavier silences, a home where tension lingered? Let your restraint speak louder than any word ever could. Yet mercy remains greater than our mistakes. Anger does not define you forever. Self-control can be learned even after many seasons. Ramzan is rehabilitation for the heart, a season to heal old patterns and grow new ones. Let us end with a soft dua from the depths, O Allah, turner of hearts. Make our hearts gentle in these blessed days. Guard us from the fire of anger and fill us instead with the coolness of patience. Help us control ourselves when provoked, speak softly when we want to shout, remember you in every moment of irritation. Accept our fasting, forgive our slips, and let this Ramzan purify our tempers and beautify our souls. Amin. May Allah grant us the strength to be truly strong, masters of ourselves, gentle with others, and beloved to Him. Thank you for listening with humble hearts.
وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.